Did y'all come around here try to get some ripping in? Because that's just what we about to do. Break number 3933 is on the table, and it's about to get ripped. All replays are on YouTube. You can find all replays on YouTube. 238 Cards is the place. It's a ripping time. Good luck. I'm taking the overlay down, and we go rip. Good morning, Becky. Let's get this down here. Let's get this down here. Where do I start in this? I'm going to start with Zenith. Because I said so, that's why. All right. Good luck. See if we can find a zoom. What do you say? Empty box. See it? There's nothing in there. It's not this one. All right. Good luck. What's up, Replay Beam? Now, you guys, I've got the next football break pin at the bottom of your screen. We're going to rerun the one that I'm doing right now after that one fills. And then I'll gauge, maybe we'll throw another football up there, or we might just switch to baseball. I probably won't be doing any marble today. I think Mr. and Mrs. are going to do a good deal of that tonight. Trey Benson on the first look for the Cardinals. Not a bad start. I wish he didn't get hurt so much last year, but he looked good when he was in. That's going to JJ. How about a Drake May splash while we're at it for the Patriots? Going to Trent. Rookie card. Braylon Allen out of 399 on the RPA for the Givey team. That's the Jets. No Ren and Stimpy today, T-Ferb. Steven Jackson out of 99 for the Rams on the high point. Now, he was a good one. Jerzon found his way into the fray out of 25, and a J.J. McCarthy. That was okay box. It went bad. We didn't get the zoom, but maybe that's in the next when we rerun it. Maybe it's in that box. I don't know. I didn't pack the boxes, man. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad at all. I feel like first look, Arkham is first look, or anybody actually. Is that like a short print for Zenith? I don't know if I've ever seen that card. I figured I don't think I've ever seen that card for anybody, for any player. Now let's open a Phoenix 25. Let's open this, because we've got two of them. And empty box. Breaks it all. I probably won't do any of those today. Mr. and Mrs. are planning on doing, as long as we get what we're supposed to get, they're planning on doing quite a bit of that tonight. So I'm not going to impede that. Make sure they have everything they need. Because for the last couple of days, we hadn't gotten anything in. So I probably won't do any marble today. Empty box. But there'll be plenty tonight, as long as we get what we need. Oots. Devin A-Chan. Higgins, Pickens, and Johnson. Arkham already wants the one of one Rourke. Arkham, there's going to be a 1-of-1 Rourke in that Immaculate in the next break. That's my prediction. Mason Graham. Out of 199, Jalen Royals on the RPA for the Chiefs. That is going to D. Hinton. And we've got Baker Mayfield, Surtain, and Wilson. Wouldn't it be grand Jordan James. Joe Mixon on the Pandora for the Texans out of 125. Montgomery, McLaurin, and Nix. Jahad Campbell. Hunter Henry on the base Pandora for the Pats. Williams, Curse, and Johnson. Cam Ward, base rookie. Gino on the Thunderbirds. Kyron, Spurrier, and Metcalf. Savion. A Devontae Adams Thunderbirds Pandora out of 249 for the Rams. Okay, not bad, Ian. Williams, Ertz, and Newbin. Okay. 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 Terrence Ferguson, Xavier Worthy Paragon, Holt, Myers, and Goff. Shirmah, Jarquez Hunter, Love, Roethlisberger, and Hutchinson. What's up, Mendo? What up with it? Riley Leonard. A Colston Loveland patch out of $6.99 for the Bears, going to Hunter. Behind that is Deshaun Jackson, Mushin Muhammad, and Hafunga. No, I didn't, Mendo. I sure didn't. Arian Smith, Michael Penix on the Thunderbirds, Austin Penix, and Vrabel. They pulled a Rourke auto. Was it? Well, it had to be a different picture, right? It had to be. Jalen Lane. Mike the Hitman Vrabel out of 189 for the Pats. Swift, McConkey, and Hurts. Hey, you know, Rourke shows up when Rourke wants to show up. That's just how he does. What? Taj Brooks, Omarion Hampton, Ridley, Coleman, and Hall. Now let's do Obsidian International next. See what we can come up with there. Again, most of the time there are autos in this. Not every time, but most of the time. I'd much rather see a color blast. Empty. Looks like we may have gotten an auto. I'm not sure. I think so. Pacheco. Ramondre Stevenson. CeeDee Lamb for the Cowboys. For the Bills, Josh Allen out of 24. Yep, we want those. And then a little treat for the Eagles, it appears. Who got the Eagles? Nova. Devontae Smith auto out of Obsidian. Yep, we want those. Confirmed. A deed. And this Josh Allen is a deed too. Make no mistake about it. ZJ, we want this. It is 16 out of 24. 16 out of 24, Drew. A deed. Devontae is not numbered. Correct. All right, now where do I go? So I've got... Let's do Origins. No, yeah, let's do Origins. Let's do Origins. Then I'll do Resurgence and end with that Phoenix box. Man, he has saved the Eagles so many times. Empty. Well, that's pretty random. The first card is Daniel Carlson out of 99. He's from Sweden. Ja. Going to the Raiders. Rise to the Hall. Mean Joe Green patch out of 199 for the Steelers. Luther Burden out of 50. AJ Barner out of 225. Tesla. And a kid reporter? Hold up. Five cards, no auto, and a kid reporter? Huh? What? Just grab the first thing I saw. We'll open this too. That's just weird. That's just weird. I'm gonna throw that Mosaic Mega in there just for because that's just odd. Thanks, Panini. Dude, but you know what I'm thinking? Do you guys know what I'm thinking? Is there a box in there from that case that is... You know what I mean? Like, when they were printing it, did it all end up in like one box or something? Because that's just odd. I don't know. Actually, can I ask? You guys tell me. You tell me. Have we ever seen kid reporters in that hobby before? I feel like we might have. I feel like a kid reporter in there I've seen. Not without any autos, but I feel like I've seen it. But I'm not sure I have. I don't know. Panini out there playing games. Oh, that's what it is. It's a signed kid reporter. Jerry Ditzel signed it. Well, that looks like a Genesis. Please be good. Maybe I grabbed the right box. Thielen. Zerline. Jamal Lewis. Tez Johnson. Jordan Love. It is a rookie. Deontay Thornton Jr. for the Raiders, going to Cryptic on the Genesis. Well, that works. I did. I tried, you guys. Hey, at least I grabbed the one with the Genesis in it. Malik Neighbors, Kenny Clark, Bryce Young, Derwin James Jr., Larry Fitzgerald, Tet on the variation, and Kenneth Walker the third. That's weird, man. That's weird. We've got more we've only done a few boxes from that case. We did hit what have we hit so far? We hit a booklet. I know that, but we haven't hit like a case hit or anything. So maybe there's a box in there that's just insane. I hope. Achan, Jackson Hawes, T.O. for the Cowboys, Jalen Noel, Egbuka, Sayshawn, and Anthony Richardson. It's like they just left the autos out because there was only 5 cards in there. There's supposed to be 7. And our kid reporter was in there. It's just odd all the way around. It's just odd. I'll put T.O. up there too. Yeah, the booklet was from that case, Mayberry. We only got 1 case of it. Troy Franklin, Mason Graham, LeGarrette Blount, Zay Flowers, CeeDee Lamb, Bryce Young, and Thurman Thomas. Marquise Brown, Kyle Williams, Devin Neal, Chris Jones, Puka Nacua, Kid Reporter, Brett Favre, and Fred Warner. Yeah, it's the same case. We only got 1. I was like, well, let's get some more Origins. Of course, I didn't know there was going to be a box like that in there. Taj Brooks, Debo Samuel, Cade Otton, Ty Felton, Wes Welker, and Victor Cruz. All right, Tops, we need your help here after we got Origins wamboozled. Be my friend. Would you be my friend? There's no RPA there. There is one right there. Empty box. Doc, I don't know. We only got 2 boxes to find them. I know that. Jamal Charles. Oh, that's what it was. There were supposed to be 2 Giants autos in there in that Origins. Sorry, bro. No, I don't know. Maybe. Fred Taylor, Brett Favre, Ozzie Newsome, Drew Bledsoe out of 175, Michael Pratt, Kalen Bullock, and Jonah Ellis. Bryce Young, Ray Lewis, Boomer Esiason, Joe Thomas, Antonio Freeman. We've got my boy who just shows up endlessly, Brett Favre out of 275 on the Glimmer and Gleam. Hall and Wallace. Sean, I'm only going for one person, and it's Matt Stafford. Everything else that happens, so be it. That's right. I'll write Giants and Chargers on the Kid Reporter and cut it in half and send you both a piece. Peyton Manning, Dan Fouts, Eli Manning, Tim Brown, Johnny Wilson on the refractor, Tony Dorsett, Devin Leary, and Jordan Morgan. No, you don't. You want Matt Stafford, Sean. Get it together, man. Tom Brady, Adrian Peterson, Isaac Bruce, Hines Ward. Well, there's a legend for you. Isaac Bruce for the Rams going to Ian. He was pretty good. Trey Benson, another Michael Pratt, and Xavier Worthy. Don't you say a word, Arkham. You just keep that to yourself. I did not pull 2 Michael Pratts, and you can't prove it. Will Levis, Doug Flutie, Mike Singletary, Troy Aikman. Oh, Mike Sandstrel on the refractor. Dan Marino on the refractor, Ladd McConkey, and Malachi Corley. Yeah, sure. J.J. Watt, Dan Marino. What is that? Oh, I think it's just upside down. Drew Brees, Brian Dawkins, Willie Levi, Malachi Corley, Tyrese Knight, and Ben Sinnott. LT, Jerome Bettis, Eddie George, Joe Montana, Seti Gray, Eli, Shipley, and Pearsall. This pack doesn't want to cooperate. Earl Campbell, Barry Sanders, Michael Irvin, Thurman Thomas, Hines Ward. What's up with all these upside down cards? Out of 15, Frank Gore for the Niners. That's not Rourke. Going to James. 3 out of 15. Quinion and Blake Cora. Arkham, I'm starting to think the same thing. Michael Vick, Christian Okoye, Jerry Rice, Jason Kelsey, Earl Campbell out of 249, Kosar, base Drake May, and Trey Benson. And yes, we even take base Drake Mays right now. TikTokery, I've never done such a thing. I'm going to need you to get your mind out of the gutter. Such things that will never happen. All right? It will never happen. Okay? I want a new Rourke. Terry Bradshaw, Steve Largent, Aaron Donald, Isaac Bruce. It's Boomer. It's Boomer out of 99 for the Bengals. Look at that auto. What up? Hold up. Look at this. Look at this. Hold up. Look at this. Hold up. Hold up. Look. Do I see a hint of Rourke? Or is it just me? There's a hint of Rourke right there. Just a glint. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And that's going to JJ, Seth Rogen, Devin Hester, Will Reichert, and Fashanu. That's the Toxic Avenger. Oh, no. Maurice Jones-Drew, Terrell Davis, Munoz, Kurt Warner, Jatavian Sanders out of 275, Ricky Pearsall, AJ Barner, and Keon Coleman. This RPA has me scared to death. Boomer Esiason and Isaac Bruce. My prediction, I hope it's somebody good, but right now my prediction after that is Latu. What, the Boomer? Chad Johnson, Edrin James. Oh, well, I can see it. It's not bad, you guys. It's actually decent. And numbered with a nice patch. Xavier Worthy out of 25 for the Chiefs. That's not terrible. D. Hinton. Nice looking card here. It look nice. It look good. It look very good. The Boomer Rourke collection at Sears. Trey Benson, Caleb Williams, and Dallas Turner. We got one box left. It is Phoenix 25 premium style. Come on, Color Blast. I'll take a Genies too. Sears on 110th Street, that's right. The exclusive Boomer and Rourke collection. Empty. The good old 101 Rourke Color Blast. Jarquez Hunter. Our patch in this one is Terrence Ferguson out of 699 for the Rams. Njoku, Henry, and Mitchell. Found, found at the middle aisle at your local Aldi's. Jaden Blue, Jaden Daniels, Justin Jefferson, Mahomes, and Smith. Jordan Watkins, Jordan Love on the base Pandora, Parasol Kelsey, and Leggett. Aries, he's nasty. He's nasty. That's what we know. Will Howard, Jamar Chase on the Thunderbirds, Disley, Brooks, and Jones. Kenneth Grant, Dan Fouts on the Pandora, James Barkley, and Samuel Laporta. No, he's okay though. I mean, he's not a nightmare. I think he's good enough. I think he can go out there and play. It shouldn't be. I don't think it should be a nightmare. TJ Sanders. Ooh, we got one of them Ascension patch autos. That's cool. Looking awful. Oh, it's rookie. That's sick. Jalen Milroe on the Ascension RPA. That's cool. Going to Wrecker Dwayne. We'll take it. And this is out of 99, I believe. 34 out of 99. These are just nice. Pandora, Ascension, and it's an RPA. So not bad. Drake London, Burris, and Ford. And maybe, just maybe, there's a Genies or something chilling. Guka. Jaden Higgins, Jalen Walker out of 189 for the Falcons. Kincaid, Armstead, and Pickens. Could be, Aries. Could be. I don't know. Seahawks look pretty tough, but I don't. Just doesn't feel right. Watts, Tyreek Hill, Taylor, Jacobs, and Godwin. Mr. Tootin, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Lamb, McGahee, and Thomas. Royals, Worthy on the contours, Matthews, Schultz, and Smith. Maybe David. I mean, they're division foes, so you know how that goes. Cam Miller, Ashton Genty on the Thunderbirds, Tracy Williams and Brown. Didn't get one. Okay. Matt Golden, Jack Besh, Horn, Reed, and Campbell. Sorry about that. Origins, you guys. I don't control that, unfortunately. But at least I picked a Mega with a Genesis in it. I guess could have been worse. Overall, not terrible considering we're about 2 autos short of what should have been. But let's just do a recap of this real quick, and then I'll get that iMac break up there momentarily. But I need to do a little recap first. I did, right along with you guys. I sure did. I didn't intend for that to be the case, but that's what went down. We did have some good cards in this, though. But we should have had more. This was what my point was. All right, recap time. 11 left in the next break. Ooh. That's true, Mendo. We were only shorted one card because we got that beloved kid reporter in there. Tyreek Hill, Michael Penix Jr., Devontae Adams, Joe Mixon, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Tesla, Hampton, Achan, Lamb, McCarthy, Jerzon Newton was out of 25, Owens, Daniels, Ferguson on the patch, Dan Fouts, Jatavian Sanders out of 275, Brett Favre was also out of 275, Earl Campbell, Drew Bledsoe, Drake May, Dan Marino, Jalen Noel, Egbuka, Daniel Carlson patch for the Raiders out of 99, Luther Burden out of 50, AJ Barner out of 225, Genty, Jalen Royals RPA, that was out of 199 on the Pandora there. Mean Joe Green out of 199 on the patch. We got a Devontae Smith auto for the Eagles out of Obsidian. Steven Jackson High Point for the Rams. Rams did well on this. Braylon Allen RPA out of 399. Josh Allen was out of 24. Trey Benson short print. First look rookie for the Cardinals. Drake May splash rookie for the Pats. Mike Vrabel. Frank Gore was out of 15. Colston Loveland patch out of 699. Boomer Esiason out of 99. Isaac Bruce. Deontay Thornton Genesis. Jordan Love. Jalen Milroe Ascension RPA for the Seahawks. And out of 25, Xavier Worthy RPA for the Chiefs. So yes, there were some good cards in this. We were just gypped 2 more. There was 2 just not there, man. All right, Sean, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my very best. David, yes, and I may even hang on before I get ahead of myself. 1 second. Give me literally less than a minute. Yes, it'll be 5-star, but I'm trying to see something else real quick because we didn't get anything yesterday, so I'm just trying to find out what's going down. All right, take a screenshot of that if you need it. If not, don't worry about it. 238 cards on YouTube. We're live streaming there now, and then if I'm not live streaming, then it'll just be a replay on there. Okay, so let's take this down and let's get our rip on. We're going to start with these blasters. Don't fall. Don't fall. Look at that. Like hands like Shaquille O'Neal up in here. Holla. All right, we're starting with blasters. Spence, I'm doing great, bro. Good morning. The next break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. There's also two mini helmet divvies left. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see what's popping there. But there's 2 divvies left. They're both NFC, South and West. Good luck. I won't see a downtown. I don't know about you, Spence. I could take uptown too, but I want to see a downtown. It's time. It's time. It's downtown time. It's happening right now. It's gonna be in the first pack. Probably not, but. Well, don't know, Gavin. Don't take that back. I don't want nothing to do with ice. Ice is no good. Ice takes the power out. Not here, it's not. It's 41 degrees right now. Empty. Andres. Aiden Higgins for the Texans will take it. Harris and Hester. Good luck, everybody. The break pinned at the bottom of your screen is the first one we ran today. Same one. Same one. I see you. I see you. Tyleek. Kyle McCord. Fields and Chase. And I ain't even in the break. Bogus, I've got another one pinned down there. Matthew Golden, Jamar Chase on the diamond hands, Williams and green. Oots, Walter Nolan, Gannon, Bateman. I'm seeing that, Bones. I'm seeing that. It's Shuck. Ooh, Silver Tyler Warren we want for the Colts going to Bear Down. Mark Andrews and Mike Williams. I just won't see one. I just won't see one. That's all. I'm not asking for a lie. But if it is, I want it to be a nasty one. I want it to be a dual downtown. Ben Roethlisberger and the chin. Jimmy Horn, Taj Brooks, Garrett, and Kelly. Harold Fannin. Ashton Genty. Yep, yep. Cryptic. James and Pitts. Dual Eli. Gil would like that. Okay. Jaden Blue. Puka. Smith and Taylor. I can do a few breaks of Bowman as well for baseball. Abdul Carter, Jackson Hawes, Woodson, and Williams. Mertz, Devin Neal, Stroud, and Zerline. So Bowman is back on the table. Bowman draft. Ollie Gordon, Jalen Milroe, Brunell, and McConkey. Walter Nolan, no deeds. Omarion Hampton, Rice, and Reed. Now, when I rerun this break, at least for right now anyways, that will be the end of the Optic 25 Blasters. We've hit Sunday Kings, we've hit Sparkles, and we've hit everything but the downtown. But that'll be after the break that's pinned. This will be rerun, but it'll be after the break that's pinned fills. Select H2, 2023 edition. Holla! Emptiness. Sydney Brown. Jonathan Mingo. Our disco. Ooh, nice. Who got the Panthers? We take those. It's not numbered, but it is a sweet level disco rookie of Bryce Young. And the Panthers were grabbed by Byro. There you go, Byro. Sean, it's like a smaller version of the hobby, really. Much smaller. Christian Gonzalez, Jonathan Taylor, and Chase Brown. There's not like guaranteed autos, but you can still hit them out of these. Tucker Kraft, Trey Palmer, Tommy DeVita, Jordan Battle, Dion Henley on the disco rookie for the Chargers, and Clark Phillips. We'll take care of Tucker Kraft too. I see that you're a good player, Tucker. I don't like it, but I accept it. Herbert, Drew Sanders, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmitz for the Giants on the disco, Kendre Miller, Bryce Young base, and Will Anderson Jr. Joe Klecko. Jackson Smith base for the Seahawks. Brenton Strange, Terry McLaurin, and Joe Flacco for the Browns. What a relic. And Devontae Adams. No numbered cards in that one. Gave us some good rookies, though, at least. We're going to go on to Mosaic No Huddle. We're going to see some more disco right now. Dancing, dancing, dancing. What's up, Hitman? What up, dog? Hey, that. On the board, Pappy. Empty box. Gasecki, Fouts and Charles, Sweat, Caleb Johnson, Riley Leonard. Whoa, hold up. Cam Hayward on the disco for the Steelers. Favre Welker, Loveland on the variation, Beckham, Hubbard, and Campbell. There's a Steeler. Next break is pinned at the bottom of your screen, and currently we are sitting at almost halfway in that one, and then the plan is to rerun this one, and then we're going to run some form of baseball, maybe two. We might do a 5-star, and we might do a Bowman draft. You never know. Warren Moon, Benson, Fitzgerald, Ty Felton, Russell Wilson for the G-Men, out of 99, Malik Neighbors for the G-Men, Montage, Connor, Sherwood, Estime, Theismann, Clowney, and Etienne Jr. Oh, Russell Wilson. He did win a Super Bowl at one point. Won't you be my neighbor? Howdy, neighbor. Brock Bowers, Sam Laporta, White, Ricky White III, Mitchell Evans, John Elway on the disco for the Broncos, going to Cade. RJ Harvey variation, back-to-back Broncos there. Davis, Tracy, Jr., Ertz, Mixon, and Dante Culpepper. Oh, no, Jonathan, he did. He did. I don't know if he's done. He might be back up on the Lions next year. A.J. Brown, Kareem Hunt, Isaiah Davis, Shadur on the base, Silver Elijah Arroyo for the Seahawks. There's a Jag for you. Travis Hunter Introductions Disco. How about that? How about that? Cash me outside. How about that? Cade Otton, Terrell Owens, Thielen, Tua, Hawkinson, and Horn. Jonathan Stewart, Wes Chandler, John Elway, Damian Martinez, Harold Fannin Jr., Audric Estime is out of 50, Jalen Milroe, Hooper, May, Kamara, Coleman, and Murray. Jordan Addison, Kittle and Ford, Campbell, Harold Fannin Jr. on the disco, Josh Allen and Drake May. Now Bills, Dice, I'm sorry, this will go to the Patriots. They're the more expensive team in the break. So that goes to Lone Star. Bill Cowher, Quinshon Judkins, Peppers, Reed, Likely, and Dillon. Get your teams here. Jonathan says, get your teams now. He's got a conference call in 35 minutes. Come on, people. Jacoby Myers. Chop Robinson and Altoon. Josh Simmons. DK. Mimbu for the Jets out of 20. Van Ginkel and Jigba. Gates, Gradisher, Robinson, and Woolen. Dice Man, no, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Malik Neighbors, Devin Achan, Troy Franklin, Elijah Arroyo, Drake London on the silver, Hunter Henry Disco. What's up, Cody? Aeneas Williams, Dylan Gabriel, Sherman, Nix, Dobbs, and Urban. Hollywood Brown, Jordan Love, and Newbin. Carson Swess. Ooh, we got a honeycomb. Looks like a rookie, too. All right, hold on. Wow. Travis Hunter. You asked for them Jags and you received, that's for sure. Pulling from the back, Foreman, Gibbs, Downs, Abdul Carter, Adonai Mitchell, Garrett Wilson. Come on, you can't put Travis Hunter Disco out of 50 in front of this and not be good. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Mitchell Evans for the Panthers. Hey, we take honeycombs no matter what, and it's a rookie. So, Byro, we're going to take it, bro. We're going to take it. And, of course, Travis Hunter was 47 out of 50. Xavier Legate. Ooh, we got a redemption, it looks like. Leonard Williams, Gray Zabel, Jay Jettas. Rookie autograph mosaic no huddle blue. Card number 353. Kyle Williams for the Pats on the auto redemption. Gannon, Bigsby, Odunze, Smith, Jennings, and Stingley. There you go, Patriots. A little deed. Just a little deed is all you need. Okay, 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 okay. Jay Jettas, Steve Spurrier and Bucky Irving, Bashaw, Dwight Freeney, Jeremy Shockey for the Panthers on the disco, Manning, Crosby, Tyler Warren variation, Fred Taylor, Old Boy, and Hayward. You can't spell deed without Rourke. Yes, you can. It was Kyle Williams. Kyle Williams for the Pats. Chris Boswell, Lad McConkey, Quinion, Caden Prather, Jordan Addison on the disco. Cam Ward on the Men of Mastery. A Titan. It happened, Indy. Not bad. Higgins, Thomas, Purdy, Shockey, Stone, and Warren. We still got two hobbies left in this. Resurgence and Immaculate. And I do intend to run this break back one more time. It'll be after the break that's pinned fills. That's the plan. And then we're going to go to baseball, folks. We're going to transition into baseball. Now, I might start with 5-star, or I might start with the Bowman. I haven't decided yet. But we'll probably do both. Probably do both. All right. And then let's do this, and let's do that, and let's do this, and let's do that. No RPA there. No RPA there. Or there. There it is. There's the Magilla. All right, it was on the opposite side. Maybe we get a little deed. Empty. Dude, I love that song. Michael Strahan, Donovan McNabb, Troy Polamalu, Doug Williams, and Bob Greasy. We got a numbered Marshawn Lloyd out of 275. Brock Bowers and Edrin Cooper. Okay. Marshawn Lloyd. Eric Dickerson, Anthony Richardson, John Elway, Roger Staubach, Edrin James out of 225 for the Colts, Jason Witten refractor for the Cowboys, Burton, and Xavier Legette. Let me check. I'll tell you right now. There are currently 14 teams left in the next break. There is one spot left in the mini helmet divvy, so somebody grabbed a divvy in that. Emmett Smith, Jim Kelly, Ogden, Taylor. Oh, man. What? Dude, I ain't seen this guy in a minute. Jeff Garcia on the molecular marks. Do you know how many of these boxes I've opened and not seen Jeff Garcia? For the San Francisco 49ers going to James, it's Mr. Garcia. Frank Gore, Walker, and Latu. Yep, Baby Rourke. Rourke Sr. Phil Sims, Fred Bolitnikoff, Steve Young. Oh, we got redemption. This is a weird box. Jaden Higgins. Cam Kinchins. Steve Young out of 75 for the Niners. Topps Online Redemption Card. Congratulations. You are due to receive a Resurgence Rookie Signature of ZJ Jaden Daniels for the Commanders. Whoop-dee. It's Jaden. Okay. 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 Charles Woodson. Tony Dorsett, Josh Cribbs, Richard Dent. Hey, look, it's another Jaden on the refractor. Blake Corum, Marshawn Lloyd, and Troy Franklin. No, it doesn't, Byro. No, it sure doesn't. Terrell Suggs, Herman Moore, Mayberry. Bowman's back on the table. Daryl Rivas, Fred Taylor, Adonai Mitchell, Guyton, and Isaac. Oh, Bucks, wherefore art thou? Archie Manning, Bo Jackson, Joe Green, Richard Sherman, Bucky Irving on the refractor, Xavier Worthy, Brendan Baby Jr. Rice, and Spencer Rattler. I'm just telling you. Riggins, Bledsoe and Sharp, Bailey, Charles, Troy Aikman. It's Theo. We saw a Theo before a Rourke. What does that mean? And Peyton Wilson. Somebody tell me someone figured that one out. Jason Witten, Devin Hester, Andre Rison, Ricky Williams, Junior Colson out of 199 for the Charges. Bo Jackson, Jalen McMillan, and J.C. Latham. ZJ, did you finally see your deed? Means you need to do better. Okay. Open packs. Tim Brown. Terry Bradshaw, Steve Largent, Aaron Donald, Bo Nix out of 225. Oka. Malik Neighbors, Joe Alt, and Malik Neighbors. I just wanted one good RPA, man. Andre Reed. CJ Stroud and Torrey Holt, Rob Gronkowski, Coop DeJean on the refractor, Brett Favre, Jaden Daniels base, and Junior Colson. Don't forget we still got Immaculate. All right, Jermaine Burton. That's my call. Maurice Jones-Drew, Terrell Davis, Anthony Munoz pulling from the back, Bucky Irving, Coop DeJean, CJ Stroud. It's Roman Wilson for the Steelers. Nasty. No, I have no Mike Allstock cards, bro. I'm sorry. I like. Look at Aries. You were wrong. Primo, you were wrong. You got it wrong, man. Enter Arkham. You don't sass mouth, Aries. Primo. I have no Patrick Mahomes. I have no... I don't have anybody. I have absolutely no player cards of any kind. None. Immaculate time. It's Jaden Daniels, Blake. Well, it's not extra chunky. Empty box. I don't have anybody. I have no cards. If you're sitting there and you're like, I wonder if he has this guy, or does he have this guy, or does he have? I have none of them. None. Nobody. Zero. None. That's the answer. Okay? All right. Immaculate time. Emptiness. We start with Aaron Jones. I do have Garth Brooks. I'm sorry. I do have that one. Yeah. I have his fiddle player too. And if you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Next up, look at this. Devin Achane on the sideline towel, 5 out of 15. And who got the fins in this one? BF, nice. Now you play pretty good fiddle, boy. Ooh. Terrence Ferguson out of 18? 8 out of 18. That's cool. Going to the Rams. Going to Alyssa. I bet a fiddle of gold. See, look, it's all going through everybody's heads right now. Hi. Hi. If you know that song, you're stuck with it for the rest of the day. Anquan Bolden out of 99 for the Ravens. Now that's cool. That's awesome. Cade, that's cool. 69 out of 99. What's up, the chef? What in the world? That's cool too. One for all. Andre Johnson, Panini 1. Out of 15. Now that's cool too. Andre Johnson and Anquan Bolden. Yep, don't mind that at all. And who got the Texans this go around? ZJZ did. And our last card, it's actually very good. And it's going to Cryptic. Ashton Genty RPA out of 99 for the Raiders in a we take those type of deal. Nice hit, brother. Nice hit. Well, that was fun. That was a good box. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to do these like this, and then we'll put Jeff Garcia right here. Maybe old boy right here. And then we're going to do a recap of all this madness. And then I'm going to do a roll call of what's off the board in the next break. And then we're going to rerun this break right here. Watch us. I'll make you a believer. Mini helmet sold out. I got you, Sean. Let me do this recap real quick, and I'll get all this wrangled in here. Chicken in the bread pan, picking out dough. Gian Elway, Russell Wilson, Harold Fannin Jr., Dion Henley, Justin Jefferson, Malik Neighbors, and Cameron Hayward, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Joe Flacco, Jaden Higgins, Travis Hunter out of 50. Josh Allen and Drake May, that will go to the Pats. They're the more expensive team in this break. Jackson Hawes, Shuck, Warren, Mimbu, Hampton, and Jalen Milrow. Oh, yes, you can, Aries. Nice try. I told you were all doomed. You were all doomed. And you can thank Arkham, really. I want you all to thank Arkham because it's his fault. Steve Young, Jaden Daniels, Kyle Williams for the Pats, Roman Wilson, RPA, Coop DeJean, Junior Colson, Edrin James, Jordan Addison, Aaron Jones out of 50, Bucky Irving, Jeremy Shockey, Cam Ward, Bo Nix, and Devin Achan. Hang on. Struggling here a little bit. Aries, you don't know everything. Why don't you just take my word for it? Quit always double and triple questioning what I have to say. Jeff Garcia, Ashton Genty, Bryce Young, Travis Hunter on the disco, Mitchell Evans Honeycomb, Terrence Ferguson out of 18, Ashton Genty out of 99, Anquan Bolden out of 99, Andre Johnson was out of 15, and Jaden Daniels redemption for the Commanders. And it is pinned. Let me grab the sheet and we can get our rip on. I don't know. It's just, an entity. Mayberry, just an entity. That's all. 39. 35. Coming at you. If you need to see or miss any part of this, all replays are on YouTube. 238 Cards on YouTube. Forever and always, they'll be chilling there. But we got ripping to do, okay? It's time. No more games are being played. And the last immaculate break I can run today anyways is pinned at the bottom of your screen. Good luck. It's ripping time. Zenith to start it out. And for you baseball aficionados, that will be after the iMac break that is pinned fills. We'll do baseball. Empty box. Still no zoom. What did they just leave it out completely? Xavier Worthy on the Chalk Talk for the Chiefs. Justin Jefferson for the Vikings on the splash. Max Crosby out of 25 for the Raiders. Tony Hill for the Dallas Cowboys. That's going to Kane's Girl out of 199. Brian Thomas Jr. out of 99 for the Jags. And Jawhar Jordan for the Texans. Not bad. Still no zoom, though. Still no zoom. Little legend here. Jettas. And Xavier Worthy. Now we're going to open a Phoenix box now. Empty box. That's what that's known in the streets as. Empty box. I still like Cosmic the best, Donovan, as far as a breaker. Topps Cosmic. There's other stuff I like, but I like ripping that the most. Cam Ward. Caleb Johnson for the Steelers out of 299. Sounds like they're having a heated debate in there about something. Derwin James Jr., McCaffrey, and Campbell.
It would have been Marty's dog when he was 11. So my dad, they weren't in their garage.
Sorry, I had to check. I had to see what was popping. It's almost like I'm not in here at all. Savion Williams. Justin Jefferson for the Vikings. London, Brown, and Mitchell. No, I wanted to hear what it was about. Sometimes it's good. Thomas. We've got Calvin Austin, Horn, Hill, and Smith. Oh, Gino. Yeah, that's what it was, Gino. That's exactly what it was. Ty Felton, J.J. McCarthy, Lynch, Henry, and Ligette. I wanted to know what it was about. Yeah, Brandon, they sure could. Keandre Lambert-Smith, Tesla, May, Mahomes, and Jones. They're arguing about what day I'm going to rip Absolute Blasters. No, it's usually much more random than that. Travion on the base. For the Ravens, it is Malachi Starks on the RPA out of 199. CJ Kelsey and Laporta. whatever they're talking about, it's even stressing bingo out. Jalen Lane. Ooh. Ben Roethlisberger for the Steelers out of 125. Tracy Jr., Ahmad Rashad, and Hill. Taj Brooks, Benjamin Morrison, Horn, McDermott, and Pickens. They could be scrunchy. Walter Nolan, Will Anderson Jr. on the contours, Njoku, Green, and Godwin. No, they better not. If I hear them say, all right, we're headed to in and out, I'm ending the live stream right there. Mason Graham, Tyler Warren on the Thunderbirds, Jefferson, Andrews, and Thomas. Maybe they are buying Panini. Jordan James, Derrick Henry on the contours, Pearsall, Fouts, and Smith. We'll have the exclusive rights to downtowns. We can make Rourke's and everything. Campbell, Tank Bigsby, Disley, Bigsby, and Brown. Well, I guess the Color Blast is in the other box then, I guess. Obsidian, 24, International. The last football break of the day for me is pinned, and it's close to halfway. Empty box. Only make Rourke cards. That's it. We bought it just for Rourke. You couldn't make me. You can't. Been there, done that. Adam Thielen, DK Metcalf, Robert Brooks, Peyton Manning. Take that, Lindsay. It's not numbered, but we'll take it. And then we've got a valued collector here. 2024 Panini Obsidian Base International Signatures, card number 51. Jake Ferguson for the Cowboys. Going to the Cowboys, and that is Kane's girl. Now, Peyton Manning. Now, it's time for Origins again. If it does it again, I'm telling. If it does it again, I'm telling. So I would get all the cards you just packaged, the nicer ones. Is that correct? Yes, you would get all cards, Brandon. That's absolutely right. For sake of the live stream not going on forever, I won't top load. Probably, every once in a while I'll top load something that's not numbered, like maybe a Contours or something like that. But for the most part, that's what gets top loaded. Well, it has the appearance of being thicker than that last pack. Empty box. That was a good box throw right there. That was a good one. Well, it's starting out the proper way this time. Jeremiah Owosu Koromoa. Travion Henderson on the RPA going to the Pats. That is the dude. Behind that is a Riley Leonard auto going to Lindsay. For the Cowboys, Jaden Blue patch out of 99, 80 out of 99. The dude abides. Jared Verse out of 225. Hunter Henry for the Pats out of 75. And Jalen Walker for the Falcons. Still haven't seen that case hit out of those yet. We did hit a booklet, but we haven't seen that case hit yet. And we've got a little Riley Leonard action here. Oh, Lindsay. We got Travion. Hunter Henry. We'll do Resurgence next, and we'll end with that Phoenix. Because I'm going to see Color Blast, man. They did. How about that, Mendo? Good morning, Noni. All right. What's Resurgence got for us? Come on, Resurgence. Not there. It is there. Empty. Sterling Sharp. Champ Bailey, Jason Witten, Devin Hester. Well, we're starting out with another Ram auto, and this time it's Torrey Holt. Last time it was Isaac Bruce. Torrey Holt for the Rams, going to Buck Hunter. A deed. Ricky Parasol. Chris Braswell and Joshua Carty. Big Game Holt. Risen, Williams, Sims, Bolitnikov, Adonai Mitchell, Marshawn Lloyd, JPJ, and Sua Matia. Steve Young, Theismann, Woodson, Dorsett, Upside Down Thurman Thomas, Jermaine Burton, Lassiter, and Lufa. Doug Williams, Eric Dickerson, Emmett Smith, and Jim Kelly, Jalen Polk, Anthony Richardson, Jatavian Sanders, and Terrion Arnold. Jonathan Ogden, Jason Taylor, Archie Manning, Bo Jackson, and upside down Michael Irvin. Michael Vick, gold out of 50, Voltaic, going to Vegas. Smith and Wright. That's Arkham's favorite Bon Jovi song. It's My Life. Joe Green, Richard Sherman, John Riggins, Drew Bledsoe, Peyton Wilson, out of 149. Michael Irvin, Davis, and Wilson. Oh, yeah, right, Arkham. I know you've got that on your MP3 player. Boomer Esiason, Joe Thomas, Antonio Freeman, Peyton Manning, Terrion Arnold out of 275 on the color match. Drew Brees, Estime, and Ray Davis. Aiden, sometime, somewhere. Never know. Could be here, could be there. Could be today, could be tomorrow. Who knows? Dan Fouts, Eli Manning, Tim Brown, Terry Bradshaw, Steve Largent, Xavier Worthy out of 275 on the Circuit Breakers, Robinson, and Eichenberg. Absolutely not on my playlist. I listen to Rob Zombie, man. Aaron Donald, Maurice Jones-Drew, Terrell Davis, Anthony Munoz, Jerzon Newton, Jerry Rice, Tyke Smith, and Troy Faltanu. Anthony Richardson, John Elway, Jim McMahon. This might be our auto. Barry Sanders upside down. Ricky Williams for the Dolphins going to JJ. And that is out of 99. Lad McConkey, Bub Memes, and Patrick Paul. Little Ricky Williams action. We got some good legends out of these, didn't we? They keep showing up. Here's another one. And I'm going to take care of Barry because he's my friend. That's right. I know Barry personally. No, I don't. Andre Reed, CJ Stroud, Torrey Holt, Rob Gronkowski, a little Joe Montana action out of 225, Darrell Revis, Fisk, and Cowing. Tell Barry I said hi. Will do, will do. I did, Bobby. No, but nothing was happening. Nothing was happening. So I just carried that break over to today. Like literally nothing was happening. Half the people in there that were there just dipped out. So I was like, okay, like nothing is happening right now. But we're just starting with that tonight. It's in the shop now. On that other place. Trevor's a buyer on that Ricky Williams. Roger Staubach, Michael Strahan, Donovan McNabb, pulling from the back. Nate Wiggins, Luke McCaffrey, Jonathan Brooks. And for the Bucks, actually not bad at all. Out of 75, Jalen McMillan. He came back mid-season or close to mid-season, into the season, I guess, and looked great as he did the year prior before he got hurt. So we'll take that. That's going to the Bucks, and that is Buck Hunter. Looks like he found one. All right, it's coming down to Phoenix 25. Last football break of the day is pinned at the bottom of your screen right now, and it is currently sitting at 13 teams remaining. I will do basically a roll call of that, and then we're going to do baseball after that. We're going to do some 4-star or 5-star baseball after that. Empty box with others. Jalen Noel. Caleb Williams on the Thunderbirds. Swift, Williams, and Mahomes. That's right, Bobby. Depending on how that one goes, I may even throw some Bowman up there, but I haven't decided yet. Bowman draft up there, but I haven't decided yet. We'll just have to see how it goes. Darius Alexander. DK Metcalf on the base Pandora. Ridley, Reed, and Kelsey. What's up, Willie? Good morning. Well, that pack just completely fell apart. Abdul Carter. Out of 199, Jaden Higgins for the Texans on the RPA. That's going to ZJZ. Closed it out and hit a RPA. Eckler, Henry, and Brooks. Good morrow, sir. Hello there, dear Bluffkin. I don't have any Mahomeses, Jace. Putting it in the chat 5 and 6 times doesn't change that fact. Jalen Walker, Jerome Ford out of 125. Mayfield, Velli, and Barkley. What's up, Rhino? I just drew one. Terrence Ferguson, Cam Miller, David Montgomery Smith, and Burris. Well, it must have been a base card because I don't see it up there. Uh-oh. The dude got you. Shamar Stewart, Roma Dunzi on the contours, Williams, Burrow, and Chase. The dude got him. Riley Leonard, Roma Dunzi, and this one is numbered. Pandora out of 249. Williams, Hendricks, and Wilson. You know, the dude does abide. Mayberry, who you got? Who you ain't got nobody, dog. What you talking about? You tripping. Bro, you tripping. Tyler Shuck, and Tyler Shuck. Oh no, that's Bijan, Olave, and Bigsby. Look, see, Mayberry, all you had to do was be here. That was your problem. You're supposed to be here. How else are you supposed to get Shucks? Tommy. Shadir. Base Pandora for the Brownies. We'll take it. Needed that, Jay. We needed something. Holt, Armstead, and McCaffrey. Oh, no. Not Wong again. Doctor. Good morning, bro. Tyler Warren base. Our patch is a Quinchon out of $6.99. Hey, look, the Browns ended up getting something. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, and Chase Brown. Well, they'll do that from time to time, DH. They'll do that. Oh, PJ got him. I saw it, PJ, but it's morphed away because everybody's in here chatting it up. James Pierce Jr., Ashton Genty on the Paragon, Jackson, McGahee, and Hill. That's right, Noni. They all do. We all did at one point. There was a time when they would ask us, "What do you want?" And that would have been our answer. J. Ray, I saw you took Bobby out. I saw it. Tyler Loop, Jared Goff out of 189. Bang. Austin Schultz and Henry. Arkham, don't be sass-mouthing me right now. Enough's enough, mister. Don't you have work to do? All right, we're going to do a recap of this. Then I'm going to do a roll call to kind of see what's what in the last football break of the day. We don't have a ton left, I know that, but let me see exactly what is left. And then we're going to do baseball after that. So let's take a gander here. A lot of numbered cards. Oh, is it? How convenient. 12 left in the football. Mayberry, you're welcome. Not. Tyler Shuck. Barry Sanders, Justin Jefferson. We got Caleb Johnson patch out of 299. Tesla. JJ, Derrick Henry, Ben Roethlisberger, and Malachi Starks. Tony Hill for them boys. Jay Jetta. Max Crosby out of 25. Jake Ferguson for the Cowboys. Xavier Worthy and Tyler Warren. Jared Goff. Ashton Genty, Shadir. Roma Dunzi, Jerome Ford, DK Metcalf, Caleb Williams, Xavier Worthy, Terrian, Michael Vick, Jared Verse, Jaden Blue, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, DK Metcalf, Jaden Higgins on the RPA, Quinchon out of $6.99. I don't know, PJ. I don't know what's going on. I'm scared. Hunter Henry. Brian Thomas Jr. out of 99. Jalen McMillan out of 75. Riley Leonard. Ricky Williams out of 99. Torrey Holt. And Travion Henderson. For the Pats. Baseball is in the shop. And it is pinned. All right. I did, Mendo. Hurry up and get a spot. Hurry up, man. Somebody invite Jonathan. I know he wants in on that one. All right, here we go, folks. He's probably on a conference call. We're going to get a downtown right now. It's time. This is break number 3936. Let's get it. Tisk tisk here, tisk tisk there, and a couple of fa-la-las. I have not. I sure haven't. Empty. Empty. Good luck. Come on. Come on. Y'all are destroying that baseball break. Y'all are destroying that baseball break. Or it looks like it anyways. We're halfway. But that was quick. Jalen Lane, Nick Scourton, Art Monk, and Derwin James Jr. RJ Harvey. We got another fire emoji. We just won't get the others. Drew Bledsoe. Tyler Lockett. Be a rookie at least. It's a buck. It's Bucky. Bucky Irving for the Bucks on the fire emoji. Going to aces. Slow, I haven't opened a ton of it yet, but one thing I'll say is that if you see first off the line, run. Run far, far away. Don't stop, don't look. Turn away and leave. Now, regular hobby might be all right. But if you see first off the line, run away. Run. Run. Trey Amos. Cam Ward on the silver for the Titans. Metcalf and Sanders. No, East Coast, no. Remember, what year was it that it went crazy? 22? 22 or 23? The Fodl came, like, just downtown. TJ Sanders, Quinshawn on the silver. Nice. Going to Drew. James Cook and Trey McBride. Oh, Mayberry, that's an oddball squad. I don't think I've ever seen you take that team. Jalen Noel. Terrence Ferguson for the Rams. Laporta and Coleman. Worse, Caleb. Worse. Of course you did. I've seen quite a few cases of that open right now, and you'd have to pay me to get into a break. Shadur Sanders, Patty, and Pitts. Of that product, you'd have to pay me. Like, here's $50 if you'll just get in this, just here, be in the break. Tyleek. Mason Graham's not terrible. Thielen and Chancellor. That's a good blaster. That's an excellent blaster. I hope this one's just as good, but with a downtown in it. Mr. Golden, Scattaboo, Pittman Jr. and Thomas. Oots, Jamar on the silver, Plummer and Amon-Ra. We'll take care of Jamar. We don't see a ton of Bengals sometimes. Chuck, Trent Green, Baker Mayfield, and Dalton Schultz. Jimmy Horn Jr., Trey Harris for the Chargers, McLaurin and Jackson. Ty Felton, Andres, Murray, and Purdy. Well, still no downtown. Still no downtown. Oh, we're going to find one eventually. We've gotten everything else multiple times. Empty box. Demario Douglas, Joshua Downs, Anthony Richardson on the disco. Oh boy. Travis Etienne Jr., Zach Harrison, and CeeDee Lamb. It's old boy. It's old boy. Joseph Flacco, George Pickens, and Clayton Tune. Buda Baker Silver with a Tyler Scott for the Bears on the disco, and Josh Allen. Not numbered, Mr. Scott. Scott's Tots. Will Anderson Jr., Tyree Wilson, DJ Johnson on the disco, Devin Witherspoon, Sam Howell, and Kayshon Boutte. Ty J, Keanu Benton, CJ Bass, Silver Drew Sanders, Trey McBride on the disco, and Jalen Hyatt. No numbered card in that one either. Hey, Mr. Scott, what you gonna do? Make our dreams come true. No huh-oh. Mosaic, no huh-oh, yeah. Empty. Slow, other than a couple of $100, Choice just has a little bit better chance of hitting bigger cards. A lot less. There's no base. There's none of that. It's just a pack of dreams. Like they're most of the time they're an excellent box, like 90% of the time. That's the biggest difference. You can hit 101s fairly easy in those two. Dan Fouts, Jamal Charles, Tyler Warren, Jamal Lewis out of 99, Jackson Smith on the montage, Bigsby, Allen, Vic, Lutz, Pickens, and Godwin. They do. They cost a little bit more than a no huddle. But again, you can hit bigger. Consistently, anyways. Not that you can't hit well in this. It's just consistently. J-Wham in the house. Montez Sweat. Warren Moon, Ray Benson. Mr. Shuck. Deontay Thornton. Our disco is A.J. Brown for the Eagles. Scattaboo, Shields, Brown, Fields, McLaurin, and Brown. All I need is a miracle. Not much, J-Wham. Good to see you, bro. J-Wham, did you get in? I've been trying to tell everybody, there was only a few people that got into last night's on the other. We ended up trying to run a third one, and it didn't take. I carried that over to tonight, and I can't remember if you were in that one or not. Fitzgerald, Bowers, Laporta, Mertz, Jahad Campbell silver, Tet on the introductions disco for the Panthers. That's F. Dissel. Milano, Jackson Dart variation, Theo, Stevenson, Eric Dickerson, and Fairbairn. Does anybody know who we haven't seen today? Just wondering. Just trying to see who's been paying attention. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Nope, we've seen him, Arkham. Look, they know, Mendo knows. Sean Maloney knows. LeBron. Christopher Dutchman's just like, LeBron. Roddy White, A.J. Brown, Kareem Hunt, DJ Giddens, Quinn Ewers on the base. Dirty Birds, Jamal Anderson out of 99 for the Falcons. Blue Disco. It's Rourke. Emmy's right. Everybody's right. It's Rourke. Barkley, Rogers, Willis, Evans, Allen, and Thomas Jr. Isaiah Davis, Jonathan Stewart, Wes Chandler, Wester, Ty Felton on the disco, Jamar Chase and Malik Neighbors. That will go to the Giants. The Giants are the more expensive team in this break. So this will go to the Giants. Let me mark that real quick so I don't forget. All right. And Ty Felton. If I was looking for 2024 cards from Steelers or Bengals, would be ones to look for. I mean, basically their best players, Hytoxia, or throwback players. That's what you're looking for. Like you want to hit Burrow, you want to hit Jamar. For the Steelers, you're kind of just hoping. I mean, I guess it all depends. But really, for the Steelers that year, there's not a lot going on. You're probably hoping for maybe a Big Ben or people like that. Previous players. Ashton Genty, Golden Tate, Bijan, Kendre, and Myles Garrett. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much what you'd be looking for in 2024. Cole Kmet, Robert Brooks, Cortland Sutton, Will Campbell, Dylan Gabriel on the disco, Caleb Williams Men of Mastery disco, Higgins, Thomas, Purdy, Williams, Worthy, and Bond. Hi, Bingo. Kimberly, yes, eh? We still got 2 hobbies in this. This is no huddle, Adam. John Elway, Jordan Addison, Kittle, Mason Taylor, Chemin. Ooh, that's nice. Jalen Hurts, Brazil games. And that's out of 20. Going to ZJZ. Nothing crazy for the Packers, Tegan. You have hit a few base rookies and stuff. Henry, Hall, Cam Ward, Andrews, McCarthy, and Singletary. What up, what up? Manifest that Rourke. Ford, Myers, Robinson, Banks Jr., Caleb on the silver, Sayshawn on the disco, White, Hertz, Ridley, Branch, Moss, and Zerline. Gregory Zerline, to be exact. And a Caleb. Another Caleb. Al Toon. Malik Neighbors and Achan. Woody Marks. Kyle Williams. We got Bayshaw Tootin for the Jags out of 99. Going to Mark. Earl Campbell. Santana Moss. Shuck on the variation. Walker, Richardson, and Warner. Ace, it's just a fire emoji that came out of Optic 25. Troy, Franklin, Marquise Brown, Jordan Love, Mason Graham, TJ Watt on the disco. Our auto, actually not bad. Abdul Carter for the G-Men. On the auto for Easy. Jaden Daniels, Bond, Swift, Cruz, Moore, and Gore. Man, Caleb, that's tough. I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, he probably thinks it's clever, Christy. He probably thinks it's clever. It's an A with the C for Abdul Carter. Tyler Newbin, Xavier Leonard Williams, Jackson Hawes, Will Disley, Devontae. Eagles are showing up like crazy. Jaden Higgins, Taylor Newbin, Goff, Anderson, and McBride. One mosaic left, and then we're going to get into Resurgence, and we'll end with Immaculate. Baseball is pinned at the bottom of your screen, and it currently sits with 13 teams left. 13. That's my number. That's my birthday. Lamar Jackson, Justin Jefferson, Steve Spurrier, Nick Scourton. Aaron Rodgers on the disco. Ashton Genty, Men of Mastery. We take those too. Going to Ian. Diggs, Bettis, Golden on the variation. Njoku, Green, and Pollard. That's what I saw, Soul Man. That's what I saw. Here we go, Cincy. Here we go. Manifestation failed. It's getting some bass out of my face. No RPA there. There it is. Empty. Oh, Ryan. I do not hand pack the packs. They come from Tuscaloosa and are spread around the world to little boys and girls around the land to be opened with chances of autos and dreams. Edrin James, Marshall Falk, Lawrence Taylor, Jerome Bettis, Michael Hall Jr. out of 399, Jerry Rice, Darius Robinson, and Tommy Eichenberg. Eddie George, Joe Montana, Earl Campbell, Barry Sanders, Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith out of 275, Tyke Smith and Troy Faltanu. I wasn't talking about you hand packing, the card manufacturers. Some of them they'll have to. Most of it's automated, but yes, some of them they do, Ryan. They have to, considering, you know, some of them are super short print. Like there might be like an auto or something that they only have one of. They'd have to do that way. So plus like more expensive stuff is typically hand packed, just like Easy said. Sorry, I misread what you said. Thurman Thomas, Michael Vick, Christian Okoye, Jerry Rice, Sua Mattia, Lad McConkey, Bub Memes, and Patrick Paul. We the best. Bryce Young, Ray Lewis, Boomer Esiason, Joe Thomas, Jonah Ellis out of 225, Ricky Parasol, Chris Braswell, and Josh McCarty. Drew Brees, Brian Dawkins, Frank Gore, Bob Greasy, Kamari Lassiter, Michael Irvin, Mason Smith, and Jalen Wright. Jamal Charles, Fred Taylor, Brett Favre, Ozzie Newsome, Joe Thomas on the refractor. We got a John Elway out of 99 for the Broncos, going to Lone Star. Isaiah Davis and Roman Wilson. That's right. That's right. Got it. Should be right here, Doctor. The first one. Antonio Freeman, Peyton Manning, Daniel Fouts, Eli. We got a redemption. We got a redemption. Sue Mattia. JPJ. Jermaine Burton. Topps Online Redemption Card. Congratulations. You are due to receive a Resurgence Rookie Signature Gold Power Surge Parallel of Terrion Arnold for the Detroit Lions. Yeah. Going to Hunter.
You called?
Is your name Terrion Arnold?
Oh, I heard Detroit Lions. Though.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe. Hey, look who it is.
Who is it?
No, you're off screen. There he is.
Hello, everyone.
Did you get what you needed to get?
We're checking, or it just delivery just showed up. So
Okay.
we're hoping Sapphire is there.
Okay.
We're hoping it's there. All right, goodbye.
Bye. Tim Brown, Terry Bradshaw, Steve Largent, Aaron Donald, Lufa, Tom Brady on the refractor, Lassiter, and Lufa. Hi, bye. What's up, D-Todd? What up with it? Maurice Jones-Drew, Terrell Davis, Anthony Munoz, Jim McMahon, Antonio Freeman, Steve Young, Cole Bishop, and Rook. Not too bad, D-Todd. When I heard the Lions, I almost choked, like the Lions do every year. Jason Kelsey, Tom Brady, Adrian Peterson, Boomer Esiason on the refractor. Well, there he is again. 15 out of 15, Brett Favre going to the pack. Now that's a clip. Oh. I think you could consider what I was saying being sarcastic as well, Samurai. But you do you, boo-boo. Meanwhile, Brett Favre out of 15 has been pulled. Going to Teagan. Jonathan Brooks, Braden Fisk, and Jacob Cowan. Oh yeah. Isaac Bruce, Hines Ward, Will Levis, Doug Flutie, Steve Young out of 249, Jalen McMillan on the refractor, Luke McCaffrey, and Nate Wiggins. That's right, Gavin. Yeah, Nimitz, you do have a pretty good one. Are they really Hytoxia? That's wild. What's up, Quicksilver? Mike Singletary, Troy Aikman, J.J. Watt, Terrion Arnold. We got Jatavian Sanders. Anthony Richardson, I don't know this, with Brett Favre. Oh, it is Teagan out of 15. Color match too, green. There he is. I called him out this morning and then he showed up. It's Latu. And now, the Magilla box. Samurai Arkham was like, he pulls Brett Favre all the time. And when he said it, I thought about it and I was like, yeah, I kind of do. Like, my nemesis, my true nemesis of all nemesis, he's worse than Aaron Rodgers. He's worse than Aaron Rodgers. He's worse. In my book, he's worse. Arkham. Get your head out of the gutter, bro. 15 out of 15 last on print. We never beat Brett Favre in Green Bay, not once. They woke up on Sunday morning and Brett Favre was starting and they knew. They were like, we play the Lions. Oh. Well, I don't know. Good luck. It's iMac time. I don't dislike it. I feel like it, when it first happened, I was like, what? And then I had to investigate, and now it doesn't feel as bad as I initially thought. Oh, we got another one of those iMacs that just don't want to open. Well, it's been a fun break, everybody. Empty. Let's see a middle row. All right, we're starting out with Jalen Waddle for the Fins out of 99, and that is going to Hytoxia. Hytoxia out there hanging around with Brett Favre and stuff, you know. Next up, championship memorabilia, Chris Jones for the Chiefs. And that's Larry. It is 77 out of 99 for the Chiefs. Colston Loveland, 88 out of 99 for the Bears. The Bears. He's a little bit chonkier. All right, here we go. Here we go. Whoa. Oh, no. Hytoxia, I'm just messing with you. Titans, Giants, and Saints out of 49. Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, Tyler Shuck out of 49. And I know that the Giants are definitely the most expensive team. And that's where this card will go. Easy will get this card. F. Dissel and Vegas, I'm sorry. That's how we do it here. This will go to the most expensive team in this break, and that is the Giants. But what a card. 22 out of 49. Very nice. A triumvirate. Look at this. Old Dan Fouts for the Chargers out of 99 going to Brad. Yeah, I thought the same thing, Nick. I thought the same thing. At Samurai, I thought the same thing. They messed that up. Daniel Fouts. Father and son. Ed McCaffrey and Luke McCaffrey. This will go to the Broncos, which is Lone Star. They are the more expensive team. Sorry, Doc. Ditzel made that card. That will go to the Broncos. Faja and Son. Attaboys, Pappy. All right, we got one left. Ooh. This might be a rookie, too. ZJ. It is. Day one. Panini one. JJ McCarthy auto 3 out of 99. Not a bad way to end a box. And that is rookie. Oh, well, there was one. But, yeah. E-Hawk, there was a couple of Bengals in this. Nothing crazy. I'm going to do a recap of all this. And give me a second. We'll do a roll call or a recap, and then I'll do a roll call after I do this recap of these. Appreciate you. We have baseball pin at the bottom of your screen, and it currently has 12 teams left in it. Here we go. We've got Trey McBride, Jackson Smith, CJ, Dylan Gabriel and Ty Felton, A.J. Brown and Jamal Lewis, Jamar Chase and Malik Neighbors. That will go to the G-Men. They are the more expensive team. Jamal Anderson, DJ Johnson, Tyler Scott, TJ Watt and Caleb Williams, Tet, Jamar Chase Silver, Mason Graham, Caleb Williams Silver, Saquon, Quinshawn, Cam, Bayshaw Tootin, Anthony Richardson, Shuck, Scattaboo, Shadir, Steve Young and John Elway, Emmett Smith, Ashton Genty and Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Abdul Carter auto for the G-Men. G-Men made out like bandits in this one. Easy, are you in here? Because you had quite the break. Jonah Ellis, Devontae Smith, Tyrion Arnold, Latu on the RPA, Colson Loveland, Jalen Hurts out of 20, Bucky Irving and Jalen Waddle, Dan Fouts out of 99, Chris Jones out of 99, Shuck, Dart, and Ward. That will go to the G-Men. They're the more expensive team. Ed McCaffrey and Luke McCaffrey, that will go to the Broncos. They are the more expensive team. That was out of 25. J.J. McCarthy out of 99, rookie, day one, out of Panini one. And then Brett Favre, 15 out of 15, green color match auto for the Packers. Anybody? Bueller? We're going to start with 3 and 2. Vegas new. All right, there's the break number. Good luck. We're starting with 3 and 2. Then we'll do those other two, and we're obviously going to end with 5-star. Do I have? Yes, I do. We're good to go. You're right. That's who Moonlight, that's who it is. Now I need, here, we'll just use a couple of Rourkes here. No biggie. We're going to sweat with Rourke. Let me grab the pack out of here. All right. Rourke, you guys can chill there for a minute. Uh-oh. This feels a little thick. Christian Moore out of 49 for the Angels. Ed Roush out of 99 for the Cincinnati Reds. That was the thick card, or it felt thick. And Bobby Witt Jr., 20 out of 20, award-winning 2024 Gold Glove Award for Kansas City. And that is Brad. Yes, he is, Robert. Well done. Ed Roush out of 99. Now we got 2 more cards in here, 2 encased cards. We'll start with the one on the right. It is, I know who that is. Jackson Churio out of 49 for the Brew Crew. That is going to IP, and we shall take it. And then on the left-hand side here, sticker's coming off. Here we go. Pristine Prospects out of 32. It's Cam Caminiti for the Braves, and that is our mill, and we shall take that as well. Okay. Okay. All right, Rourke, you've served your purpose, sir. Let's do Topps Chrome Update. Empty. Duran, Schultz, Will Wagner for the Blue Jays out of 299 going to DeChef, and Luke Keyshaw. There you go, DeChef. There's you an auto, bro. Keep Brian Hayes. Christian Koss out of 150, Juan Soto, and Yon Moncada. Augustin Ramirez, Taylor McGill, Drake Baldwin, refractor for the Braves, and Mick Abel. Braves doing well. Yes, the Bowman draft break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. Basically, it replaces 5-star and 3 and 2 in this one. This hobby and the Cosmic are still in that break. Fulford, Ahmed Rosario, Jung-Hoo Lee, and Josh Naylor. Rafaela, Trevino, Cal Raleigh on the refractor, and Drake Baldwin base. Adrian Dale, Castillo, Jorge Soler, Chase Dolander, and Pete Crow Armstrong. Christian Koss, Will Smith, John Rave out of 299, and Gunnar Hoglund. Rylan Thomas, Girachuk, Chase Madroth on the refractor, and Michael Garcia. Tennessee, Kayla, Tennessee. Luis May, Rich Hill, Freddie Freeman, Matt Swanson, Taylor Rogers, Tom Sagasy, Brent Rooker on the All-Star Game variation, and Ryan Johnson. Jose Trevino, Caleb Durbin for the Brew Crew, Dylan Cruz, and Nick Enright. Jackson Jobe, Ryan Rollison, Jake Berger, and Cade Gibson. Jace Jung, Marcelo Mayer base, Cam Smith refractor, and Ben Rice. The whole pack was rookies. The whole pack. All of the pack. Pack. Thomas Harrington, Munoz, Garrett McDaniels, and another base, Drake Baldwin. The Drake Baldwin box. Vivas, Chisholm, Machado, Cam Smith, Cade Stroud, Roki on the base, Justin Steele, and Harrison Bader. Dalen Lyle, Hayden Birdsong for the Giants, Ken Griffey Jr., Night Terrors, and Mason Fluardi. Little Birdsong action. Then we'll do Cosmic, and we're going to end with 5-star, obviously. Appreciate you, Jay Vigil. Escara, Rich Hill, Ben Rice on the refractor for the Yankees, okay, and Nestor Cortez. Lugo, Rosario, Lugo for the Angels, and a Nick Kurtz base. Doing well, Jay Vigil. Doing well. Get a little baseball ripping in. I saw you hopped into the next one. I appreciate you. It's got a little bit of that Bowman draft action going on. Garrett McDaniels, Manny Machado, Pete Alonso, and Christopher Bubik. Now let's get into Cosmic. We all know how much I like Cosmic. Sam, there was in that box. This one doesn't have guaranteed autos in it, but when they show up, they're great. But that box I just opened did. Had one. Empty. It sure is. It sure is, and it's pinned at the bottom of your screen. And currently we're sitting at, I'll tell you here momentarily, 21 teams left. So more than a couple. David Festa, Aaron Nola, Bryce Harper on the I called it Interstellar the other day, and now that's what keeps going to my mind. Even though it's not. That's what my brain keeps telling me. Kobe Mayo, Extraterrestrial, thank you. Suzuki, my brain keeps going there, Robert. It won't stop. It just wants to keep going back there. Lou Brock, and Agustin Ramirez. Okay, okay. Hey, you got a Will Wagner auto right there, DeChef. You stop being greedy. Justin Henry Malloy. You Darvish on the Nucleus. Maggie for the Tigers, and Michael Harris the second. Really? For reals, yo? Ellie, Sagasy, Ultraviolet, Merrill, and Mayer. Betts, Navarez, Buxton, and Durbin. I'm sure it's not Rourke. I'm positive. Contreras, Jimenez, Jackson, Churio, and Haesung Kim. Zach Wheeler, Yu Darvish, Luis Castillo, and Jackson Churio. We haven't gotten a numbered card yet. We got a Nucleus, but Springer, Lawler, Dolander for the Rockies, and Brooks Baldwin. Keyshaw, Crochet, out of 99, Caden Dana, rookie for the Angels with a Schwarber behind that. Here you go, Joseph. Logan, Turner, Marcelo Mayer for the Red Sox, we certainly take, and Will Smith. Matt Olson, Jace Jung. Ooh, don't see a lot of these inserts numbered, the die cuts. Jaron Duran, and good luck. Wow. Mickey Mantle on the launched into orbit, 31 out of 50. What a nice card that is. Is that Alyssa? I think it is. Lone Star? No, not necessarily. But it could. Devers, Martinez, Marcelo Mayer on the light speed, and Amador. Oh, do you, Jonathan? Oh, yeah. Yep. Altuve, McRae, Madroth, and Austin Riley. Peralta. Win out of 150. Another Caden Dana and Jazz Chisholm. The Dana box. Stanton, Soto, Paredes, and Adames. Royce Lewis, Pete Crow, Griffey, Ichiro, and Rodriguez, and Garcia. Kershaw, Warren, Machado, Caminero. Jose Ramirez, Locklear, Corbin Carroll, and Christian Campbell. Gunner, Luis Angel Acuna, Butler, and Freed. Cade Horton, Nick Kurtz base, Imanga for the Cubs out of 199, and Machado. All right, 5-star is next. Get some of this base out of my way here. All right. Good luck. This is not no joke of a box right here. Lone Star, you need some help, brother. You need some help. All right. First card's always a base card. Cal Ripken Jr., 20 out of 25. That's actually a nice looking card. For the Orioles, which is Ordrick. Austin, the Cubs are Vegas. Wow. Wow. Hey, Joseph. Nolan Ryan, 49 out of 50 for the Angels. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. Another great player. Adrian Beltre out of 50 for the Rangers. That is going to E. Moore. E. Moore. For the White Sox, I think maybe. Yes, it is. 3 out of 15. The Big Hurt. Frank Thomas. And that is Ordrick again. The Big Hurt. Luis Aparicio out of 75. Is that White Sox too? It is. 1956 AL Rookie of the Year. That's cool. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. And we've got one last card here, Lone Star. Can we make a, can it be? Could it be? Will it be? It's not, but it's a nice card. For the Astros, going to see friend. Cam Smith, 2 out of 5 rookie field access. That is a sick looking card. Lone Star, I'm sorry. I'll make sure you won't go home with absolutely nothing, bro. We don't do that here. But that was an excellent box. Like, way up there. Now I need to do a recap of all that. It is recap time. Wow, what a great box that was. I've got Ben Rice, Hayden Birdsong, Ken Griffey Jr., Chase Madroth, John Rave, Dolander, Darvish, Kurtz, Brock, Harper, Cal Raleigh, Drake Baldwin, Christian Koss, Griffey, Ichiro, and Rodriguez, Marcelo Mayer, Lugo, Kurtz, Mayer, Cabrera, Caden Dana, Shota, Jackson Churio, Caden Dana, Will Wagner auto for the Blue Jays out of 299, Mickey Mantle out of 50, Bobby Witt Jr. 20 out of 20, Cam Smith refractor, Ed Roush for the Reds out of 99, Christian Moore out of 49, Jackson Churio for the Brew Crew, that is out of 49, 43 out of 49, Cam Caminiti for the Braves out of 32. We'll just go through these. Cam Smith, 2 out of 5. Field access rookie for the Stros. Luis Aparicio for the White Sox. That is out of 75. 44 out of 75. Frank Thomas out of 15 for the White Sox. Adrian Beltre for the Rangers out of 50. Nolan Ryan for the Angels out of 50. And Cal Ripken Jr., 20 out of 25 on that base card. There it is. Good luck. We're going to start with one of these and we'll end with one of these. That's what I say. All right, good luck. Empty. All right, let's take a gander here. AJ Russell for the Rangers. James Tibbs III. Ike Irish for the Orioles. Was that the last spot? I think it was. He was their first round pick, 19th overall. Sean Gamble for the Royals out of 99. He was their first round pick, 23rd overall, so that's 2 first round picks. Josh Owens for the Rangers, 3rd round pick. Billy Carson on the Axis. Devin Taylor for the Athletics out of 75. Landon Harmon for the Nationals out of 250. Another Landon Harmon out of 150. And Josue Bresino for the Tigers. Okay. So the Royals got a little bit of love. The Orioles got a little bit of love. And so did the Rangers. Then the Nationals snuck in there and got that. I don't know why, but that pitcher looks like a problem. And kind of like Mick Jagger too. But hey, you know, start that land. That's right. Greg got that Landon Harmon rainbow ready to go. And Devin Taylor, who was a 2nd round pick. Okay, Devin, I see you. I would be so happy to see a debut patch after all these that I've opened. Empty. Let's see if it's first pack auto again. Henderson, Slater. Reese Hines for the Cincinnati Reds. And Christian Campbell. Jonathan, you're kind of due. You're in due status. Lau. Rhett Lauder, gold out of 50 for the Reds. Reds are smacking in this. Bobby Witt Jr. and Osuna. Lysandro, you're never due. Okay? Ever. For any reason. It's not going to happen, bro. Cedric Mullins, Cam Smith, Amador for the Rockies, and Dolander. Pham, Lyle for the Nationals, Marcelo Mayer for them Red Sox, and Tyler Rogers. Hayden Birdsong. Jake Berger, Paul Skeens on the refractor, and John Rave. Jonathan, if he's given the right opportunity, I think he'll be fine too. Sanger, Ronnie Simon, there's a Kyle Tucker, and Caleb Durbin. Kikuchi, Spencer Swellenback, Drew Avens for the Brew Crew, and Carlos Santana. There you go, Darren. A little something, something. Laureano, Cade Horton, Dolander on the refractor, and Zebby Matthews on that Gibby spot. Sandra, I keep always forgetting what your... Oh, it's BC. That's right. I know there's two different names, so it's Rays, but I can't find the other one. Oh, Tigers. Locklear, Stroud, Langford, and Pavetta. Keyshaw, McIver, Will Smith for the Dodgers, and Kiero. Nick Kurtz on the base, Cal Raleigh, Acuna, and Amador. Mayberry, there weren't any Blue Jays or you did end up getting a refractor Dolander up there though out of this box. And then there's a Nick Kurtz base, which isn't spectacular, but we'll take it for the A's. It's a start. Logan Evans, Zach Veen, Tommy Pham, and Clay Holmes. Victor Mesa Jr. for the Marlins, Matt Shaw for the Cubs, Clay Holmes, and Madroth. Duran, Mayo, Escara for the Yankees, and Max Kepler. You got to watch out for people like this. Like this guy right here. Just telling you. Cade Horton, Matt Olson, Kiero, Tawa. Luis Angel Acuna. Robert Hassel. Chang for the Pirates. And Morgan. We'll take that. Don't mind if I do. Then we'll do Cosmic and we'll end with Bowman Draft. James Wood base. Cam Smith. Cam Smith again. And Kumar Rocker. That was a good pack. Not too bad. Night Terror. And the variation here. And then good old James Wood. Liam Hicks, Roden, John Rave, and Mick Abel. Spencer Torkelson, Handley, Roki on the refractor, and McGreevy. We definitely take that. Going to ZJZ. McMahon, Jacob Wilson on the refractor, Mike Trout, and Moises Ballesteros. All right, it's Chrome time. It's Chrome time. Cosmic style. Good box, good box. Empty. Lone Star, yes, but nothing crazy. But yes, there have been a couple of Red Sox. Keyshaw, Crochet, Dylan Cruz, and Tatis Jr. Couple of rookies, Lone Star. None of them were like not like autos or parallels or anything like that. But Logan Turner, Will Smith, Logan Webb. Stanton, Soto, Bench, Larkin, and De La Cruz, and Corey Seager. My boys. Look at them. Look at those three gents right there. You ain't messing with that. Good luck, Dodgers. You ain't got nobody like that. Yeah. Did it sound like I meant that? Did it sound real? I tried to make it sound real, but it wasn't. I tried. Paredes, Royce Lewis, Pete Crow Armstrong, and Cam Smith. Clayton Kershaw, Will Warren, Julio Rodriguez, and Francisco Alvarez. Well, thank you, Mr. Stash House. Thank you for responding. I tried, you know. I meant it, even though it wasn't easy. But I meant it. You know, they're nasty. DeGrom, Reynolds, Bryce Harper, and Riley Green. Oh, this box is chilling on something. Jung-Hoo Lee, Garrett Cole, Blake Snell, and Caden Dana. Paul Goldschmidt, Cade Horton, Kyle Tucker, and Pete Crow Armstrong with a Hunter Green. Nick Kurtz, Ramos, Jordan Lawler for the Diamondbacks, and Ryan Bliss. Matt Olson, Jace Jung, Treya Turner, and Alex Bregman. Jose Ramirez, Tyler Locklear, and good luck. It is a rookie. James Wood on the Stellanova going to the Nationals, and Moises Ballesteros. We shall take it, and it is going to Larry. Okay. Splendiferous. Gunnar Henderson, Luis Angel Acuna, Ichiro, and Jackson Holiday. Lone Star's like, yeah, of course. That's me. Lone Star, we're the same person, just in a different place. Lawrence Butler, Kobe Mayo, Suzuki, and Rhett Lauder. Malloy, Cruz, Matt Shaw, and Kyle Tucker. Tom Sagassi, Mookie Betts. Suzuki out of 50 for the Cubs. That's Drew. And Norby. One just showed up. And it was backwards. Devers, Martinez. On the nucleus is Logan Gilbert for the Mariners and Ben Rice for the Yankees. Usually when there's a Stellanova, there's something else. Usually. Altuve, McRae, Sasaki, Acuna. White hole, I think. Contreras, unless it's just backwards. Leo Jimenez, Matt Olson on the white hole, and Brooks Lee. Just one, Greg, just one. And it was Aiden Hutchinson. It was an Aiden Hutchinson, the boo-boo. The crowd went wild. Zach Wheeler, Yu Darvish, Holiday for the Orioles, and Ohtani. My Rourke's just fell. My Rourke's just fell. Luis Castillo, Springer, Lawler, and Dengla. All right, we got Bowman Draft. That's left. Let me pick up my Rourke's. Rourke, get up. We ain't got time for such things, Rourke. All right, we're down to a Bowman Draft. Good luck. Empty. Walker Jenkins to start it out. Anthony Ianson out of 150 for the Sox. Third round pick. J.B. Middleton for the Rockies on the auto. Was a second round pick, 45th overall. Joseph Dezirwa out of 150 Mojo for the Orioles, second rounder. Kason Cunningham for the Diamondbacks. That is a first round pick, 18th overall for the Diamondbacks. So they saw some promise there. Connor Griffin for the Buccos. Sammy Staffura out of 50 gold for the Buccos. Charlie Condon for the Rockies. Peter Cusseau for the Mets out of 125. And Ryan Waldschmidt. Ryan Waldschmidt. And that was that. That was that. Now the good news is that some of these guys we don't know that they're going to be good yet. These third and fourth rounders, there's no way for us to know that. I am Arc Dissel. I am. Where'd you go? You're not allowed to just dip out. Who do you think you are? Huh? Arkham just bought 5 hobby boxes of Olympics. Did you want those opened, Arkham? All right, let's do a quick recap of this. Thank you, everybody. No, you can't do that, Arkham. You leave me alone. Y'all leave me alone. You keep Primo's name out your mouth. I can hear all the whispers, all right? I hear them all. Now, I'll be back on tomorrow morning. Mr. and Mrs. will be on tonight, right here. I'll be on the other place tonight, and that break is actually well over halfway full. I'll probably get together something else to do, and I'll also have to get together some football breaks for tomorrow that are completely different than what we've been running, because I don't have some of that stuff anymore. But yeah. Chang, Cal Raleigh, Acuna, Harper, Avon, Skeens, Wilson, Dolander, Kurtz, Smith, Escara, and Rhett Lauder, Bobby Witt Jr., Roki, and James Wood. Don't run away, Alyssa. Run away. Don't listen to them. They're corrupt. Can't trust them. Nick Kurtz, Landon Harmon, Devin Taylor, Logan Gilbert, Suzuki, Matt Shaw and Sasaki, James Wood on the Stella Nova, Star Clusters, couple of Reds, Connor Griffin, Jackson Holiday, Matt Olson, Charlie Condon, Stafura, Reese Hines, Gamble, Irish, Cusseau, Ianson, JB Middleton for the Rockies, DeZira out of 150 for the Orioles, Cunningham for the Diamondbacks, and Josh Owens for the Rangers. You heard me, Alyssa. I told you. You can't. I'm telling you. She knows already anyways, you know? She already knows. You're not fooling, Alyssa. You can try all you want, but you'll fail. All right. We are done for the day here until Mr. and Mrs. get on tonight. I'll be on that other place tonight, you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll be back on tomorrow morning. And I'll come up with something. I always do.